inculcate love of Allah like for adults? Like if for kids, you know, you teach them as I mentioned, but for adults, the answer is know Him. See, because the more you know Him, the more you love Him. It's automatic. The problem of why we don't have enough love of Allah is because we don't even know Allah. We don't know Him. In other words, our relationship with Him is superficial. It's based on rituals. Like, I read the Quran, but I don't understand it. I pray, but I don't know what I'm saying. I know that there's a concept of the hereafter, but I don't really make it a part of my everyday life. I don't really think about it. So this is why we don't have enough love of Allah, is because we don't really know Him. Just like the Prophet ﷺ, why do we not love him enough? Because we don't know him. We don't know who he was, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the answer, the solution is know him. The answer is get to know him. Get to know Allah. Get to know the Prophet ﷺ. And when you know, and the more you know, the more you automatically love. Okay? So it really, how do you know Allah more? Read his words. Don't just read, understand. When you're praying and you're speaking to him, know what you're saying. That's how you get to know him more. And when you start to know Allah more, you start to see how Allah works in your life. So your life becomes more like a constant conversation with Allah, right? Like a constant, sort of like a giant classroom, okay? Where everything in your life is Allah teaching you, Allah training you, Allah raising you. You know, Allah developing you in the things that are happening in your life. So you begin to see Allah in everything. You missed your plane, you see Allah in that. Yeah? You got something you wanted, you see Allah in that. You start to see Allah in everything when you start. That's what, when you train the heart, right? Just to start to see Allah, not just in when you read the Quran, but even in everything that happens in your life. You start to see his attributes. Learn his attributes and then start to see them in your life. You know? And this is a whole other discussion, of course, but when you study his attributes and you realize everything that's happened in your life is a manifestation of his attributes. Everything is a manifestation of one of his attributes or more. One or more of his attributes. Everything. Like the fact, for example, that we're all together right now. He is al-Jami'. He's the one who joins people. He gathers people together. He is one of his attributes. And you know what? This is a gathering, and there will be another gathering on the hereafter, on the Day of Judgment. These are all. Everything is an attribute of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. When you want something to happen a certain time, and it doesn't happen at that time, it happens at a later time. He's al-Mu'akhir. He's the one who delays things. And every single thing that happens is a manifestation of his attributes. But you have to start to know him to be able to understand. Allah is showing himself to us.